There are lots of developers that will draft a contract of sale. There are lots of developers that will draft a deed of assignment that shows transfer of ownership from the seller to the buyer. Those deed of assignment, the contract of sale, does not contain a particular content which is very vital in real estate, which is indemnity clause.
Okay.
So most contract of sale is empty. Most deed of assignment is empty. Now, if an investor subscribes to this estate, are you telling me that your contract of sale, that your deed of assignment contains indemnity clause? Another thing, when buying real estate, there are a lot of factors you consider. Investors look at location, how strategic the location is, and what the title of the land is.
While we were coming, I did not use just normal watch. I used a stopwatch immediately from Dangote Refinery to get here. It took us nothing less than around 15 to 18 minutes drive.
Good.
So if you can stay in, that means you can possibly stay on this property and be working on Dangote Refinery. You can be staying on this property and be working on free trade zone. And if you choose not to even stay on, you can build property for rent. Which will give you passive return on investment. That is one. Two, from here, I will tell you that it is just 3 to 5 minutes walk to the coastal Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway.
Okay, there are some were coming.
Yeah, so that means if you are in this estate and you are going to the east, then you can categorically tell somebody in Calabar that in the next 7 hours you are going to see me.
Good.
Because that is what this coastal highway has been able to do. It has minimized the numbers of hours for you to drive from Lagos to Calabar. Normally before we do 16 to 14 hours.
Yes.
But this Lagos Calabar highway has cut across a lot of things, and it has made the journey very fast and seamless now. So within 8 hours you can drive from VI to Calabar. So from here that we are, you can categorically drive to Calabar in 7 to 8 hours. That is another thing. It is, research shows that Dangote Refinery will definitely employ nothing less than 150,000 workers.
Wow. So that means if you buy this property for investment and you build, let's say you build maybe terraces, you build bungalows, you can actually put them for rent and then earn returns on investment.
That is a sure banker.
Because let's say people working, if you have 100,000 people in Dangote Refinery, my brother, that's enough to fill up a local government.
I'm telling you.
So if you have over 100,000 people, most of them, let's say most of them staying on the mainland, most of them staying outside Lagos, wouldn't want to be coming from outside Lagos.
Definitely.
And they wouldn't want to be coming from the mainland.
Definitely.
Most of them will want to live close by. So having a property that is like 18 to 15 minutes to the Dangote Refinery is a good buy.
It's a good buy.
It's a good buy.
Mr. Collins, don't forget, there is just 150,000 people.
Wow.
These people have families, wife, children, relative, people that want to come to that access to come and do businesses. So with the projection, we should be expecting nothing less than over 300,000 to flow into this community.
It's enough to fill up a local government.
So that
the crowd is enough to fill up.
I'm telling you. So you will enjoy a massive passive income every year.
Rental.
I'm telling you, on rental.
Even if you are in overseas, you don't have to come and live here.
You don't have to.
Good.
You don't have to. Just build your properties here. People will come and rent those properties, and you will earn passive income.
Good returns on investment.
We have C of O on this property.
Amazing.
That is why I tell you that it is the most strategically located. It is the most affordable with a very good title.
Good title.
So in this axis, if I count 1, 2, 3, you will not get up to 10 properties that have C of O in this location.
Hello investors, I'm super excited to be here today. As you all know, this is a channel where we discuss everything real estate. A channel where we provide you with safe, secured, profitable real estate investments. Over the week, I got a lot of calls from people, and I got 2 categories of calls. I got a call from people that invested in properties along the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway construction. And they called me, they wanted to be sure that their property did not fall on the coastal highway construction, does not fall on the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway construction. So I had to run them through the coastal road alignment so that they can be sure that their property did not fall on the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway construction. And the second categories of people that called me were the people that are interested in buying properties along the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway construction. But they wanted to be sure that if I had a property that would not fall on the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway construction. And so that is why I'm here today. I had to go the extra mile. I had to comb every nook and cranny of Ibeju-Lekki and the Lekki to be sure that I give them properties that is safe, secured, and profitable. And so today I'm here at Ode-Omi precisely. Ode-Omi in Ibeju-Lekki, just immediately after the Igbogun Road, just immediately after the Fulu Road, just immediately after the Campagne Tropicana Beach. So I'm here at Ode-Omi. I'm here in a property that is just close to the coastal road. A property that took into consideration the alignment, that takes into consideration the required setback required. So I'm here at a property that is safe, secure, and profitable. I'm here at a property that has taken into cognizance, that has taken into consideration. I'm here at a property that has taken into consideration the required setback from the coastal road to a building or any land. So this property is called Luminous City here at Ode-Omi. And I'm not here alone. I'm here with one of the management of the real estate companies that owns this property. I'm here with one of the developers of the company that owns this property called Luminous City. So I'd like you to please watch this video to the end. If today is your first time of coming across my channel, I'd like you to please click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to enable you get more updates on everything real estate, to get more updates on the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway construction. So please watch this video till the end. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Mr. Collins.
How is today going, sir?
Very fine, very fine.
Yes, so the reason I'm here today is I've got a lot of calls from investors that are interested in buying properties that are along the coastal road. They want a property that will not fall on the coastal road, the Lagos Calabar Coastal Road. So I'd like you to please give our investors reasons why you feel I should recommend Luminous City to investors that might be interested in buying a property that is on this axis.
Thank you, Mr. Collins. My name is Mr. Afolabi Jami, and I am the COO of Alphamark Business Investment Limited. Thank you, Mr. Collins. One thing I used to tell people about Luminous City is I call it an investor delight.
Good.
Because this property is strategically located. You know, when they say something is strategically located, it is in the middle of major development, major landmark, things that will give this property return on investment that can give you 300 to 500 return on investment in a space of just 12 months. And what this property actually has again is this property has good title. You can see, even despite rain has fallen heavily today, you can still see we are standing on the estate. It is not a waterlogged area. So these are the reasons, you know, some investors, they want to know if the place is strategically located. Yes, Luminous City is strategically located. If it has a good title, yes, it has a good title. And another thing is it is affordable. You don't have to break the bank. That is it. And from the stable of a real estate company like Alphamark Development Investment Limited, we are trusted and reliable. So these are the things you are looking at as an investor. And if all these things check out, then that property is good to go.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm impressed with all you have said.
Thank you, Mr. Collins.
Super impressed. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I also have a question.
Okay.
I'm seeing that this land is big.
Very.
The land is super big.
Very big.
How many hectares or acres is Luminous City?
By the special grace of God, the company has been able to acquire over 37 acres.
Acres?
Yes,
wow,
over 37 acres. This is why I said over 37 acres. We want to do more.
Wow.
We want to do more. We still have some people coming to us that we should acquire more. But you know, when you are doing all these kind of things, you have to put some things into consideration before you put them in. So we have over 37 acres of land as we speak, as of today.
Good. And also, it's pretty much important for investors to know that the land they are buying is 100% dry.
Yes.
As we're coming to this place, well, the land looks dry. What guarantee are you giving investors that the entirety of this whole land is 100% dry?
One thing I would like to tell our investor is this. It is not about telling them something so that they can buy. Because if they come today and they buy from you today, and they come for allocation and they see the place, you tell them that this place is 100% dry land, it's not dry land. That means you have lost a customer and they will never refer you to another person. So that is why we at Alphamark, when we are buying any property, we make sure we do, sometimes we do 1 hour work on the land just to make sure that is this place 100% dry land. There was a property we wanted to acquire in some area. We were told it's 100% dry land, not knowing that after just 5 minutes walk into the estate, at the back it was just waterlogged. So this is the reason why we make sure that we'll have to walk the entirety of the estate. So when we tell client that it is 100% dry land, then it is 100% dry land. So for this reason, I can categorically tell you that the entirety of the 37 acres is 100% dry land. So anytime anybody buys and you are coming for allocation, I can categorically tell you again that you are not going to encounter any place on the entirety of 37 acres to be wetland. It will be 100% dry land.
So that means when they are building, there won't be need for serious maybe raft foundation and all that. The land is completely dry.
The land is completely dry. When you are building, you don't need piling.
Don't need piling.
You don't
exactly.
need to pile.
That's the word I want to use.
You don't need to pile. Here is a normal ground, just as you are standing on it. Or you can just do, you can do your PVC or German damp-proof, and your building is good to go.
So you don't need serious piling.
You don't need piling foundation. Yes.
The land is completely dry.
Completely.
Good. That's very good. Another thing, when buying real estate, there are a lot of factors you consider. Investors look at location.
Okay.
How strategic
it is.
The location is, and what the title of the land is. First of all, I'd like you to talk about the location. How strategic this location is, because location is what determines returns on investment.
Definitely.
So, how strategic is the Luminous City?
Thank you, Mr. Collins. If the property you are buying is strategically located, that is, I think that should be 40% out of 100% that this is a good to good. This is a good. While we were coming, I did not use just normal watch. I used a stopwatch immediately from Dangote Refinery to get here. It took us nothing less than around 15 to 18 minutes drive.
Good.
So if you can stay in, that means you can possibly stay on this property and be working on Dangote Refinery. You can be staying on this property and be working on Free Trade Zone. And if you choose not to even stay on, you can build property for rent. Which will give you passive return on investment. That is one. Two, from here, I will tell you that it is just 3 to 5 minutes walk to the coastal Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway.
Okay, there are somewhere coming.
Yeah, so that means if you are in this estate and you are going to the east, then you can categorically tell somebody in Calabar that in the next 7 hours you are going to see me.
Good.
Because that is what this coastal highway has been able to do. It has minimized the numbers of hours for you to drive from Lagos to Calabar. Normally before we do 16 to 14 hours.
Yes.
But this Lagos Calabar highway has cut across a lot of things, and it has made the journey very fast and seamless now. So within 8 hours, you can drive from VI to Calabar. So from here that we are, you can categorically drive to Calabar in 7 to 8 hours. That is another thing. It is, research shows that Dangote Refinery will definitely employ nothing less than 150,000 workers.
Wow. So that means if you buy this property for investment and you build, let's say you build maybe terraces, you build bungalows, you can actually put them for rent and then earn returns on investment.
That is a sure banker.
Because let's say people working, if you have 100,000 people in Dangote Refinery, my brother, that's enough to fill up a local government.
I'm telling you.
So if you have over 100,000 people, most of them, let's say most of them staying on the mainland, most of them staying outside Lagos, wouldn't want to be coming from outside Lagos.
Definitely.
And they wouldn't want to be coming from the mainland.
Definitely.
Most of them will want to live close by. So having a property that is like 18 to 15 minutes to the Dangote Refinery is a good buy.
It's a good buy.
It's a good buy.
Mr. Collins, don't forget.
Yes.
There is just 150,000 people.
Wow.
These people have families.
Wow.
Wife, children, relatives, people that want to come to that access to come and do businesses.
Wow.
So with the projection, we should be expecting nothing less than over 300,000 to flow into this community.
It's enough to fill up a local government.
So that
is enough to fill up
I'm telling you. So you will enjoy a massive passive income every year.
Rental.
I'm telling you, on rental.
Even if you are in overseas, you don't have to come and live here.
You don't have to.
Good.
You don't have to. Just build your properties here. People will come and rent those properties, and you will earn passive income.
Good returns on investment.
Yes.
Now you just mentioned Dangote Refinery.
Yes, sir.
What are other landmarks?
Okay. Do you know that the Dangote Refinery is actually adjacent to the Lekki Deep Seaport?
Okay.
Dangote Refinery is beside the Lekki Free Trade Zone.
Okay.
In the Lekki Free Trade Zone, we have the Indomie noodles.
Okay.
We have Danomic. We have Kellogg's.
Wow.
We have this toothpaste company
just along the road.
And there are a lot of Chinese company also situated in the Lekki Free Trade Zone.
Wow.
So plus and minus the numbers of workers from Dangote Refinery and all these people.
And Campagne Tropicana.
And other businesses this Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway is going to bring to this axis. In the next 5 years, this place will turn a mega city.
It's going to be a good mine.
It's going to be a mega city that if you don't own a plot here, then maybe with your 50 million naira, you should be looking for somewhere around this axis.
It's a good investment.
If you are missing out on this this particular location now.
So that's the time to buy it cheap.
It is the time. If you are not buying it now, you will pay through your nose to get just half plot here. Yes.
So this is the time.
This is the time
to take your own part of Lagos.
I'm telling you.
Take your own parts. Take your own part of what is about to happen in Lagos. Because most people I know then, most of our fathers then will say, oh, if I had known, I would have bought. If I had known, I would have bought. So this is the best time to key in, so that they will not be saying, had I known. They will not be saying, had I known.
Because most of us,
when
we grow up when our fathers keep telling us that I would have bought that place, had I know. And that is the same mistake some of us are making right now.
That's the language of a defeated man.
I'm telling you. So why listen to that, all those excuses then, and you too, you are still repeating the same mistake. So do something that your children to come, your next generation
would appreciate you for.
Praying for you.
Would appreciate you for.
I'm telling you.
Would appreciate you for. Yes, you just mentioned location. What about the title? You have not talked about the title.
Yes, I haven't. Because, you know, strategically, I say this place is good. Because we've seen the reason why everybody, with all you've heard, you're 100% convinced that this place is strategically located. So what if it's strategically located and it is not secure? It's a problem.
That's another comma.
A problem.
Another comma.
Because when all these things are now here and you want to enjoy your return on investment, the investment you've done, and they told you that this place has been collected by government,
becomes a problem.
Becomes a problem. And that is why Afamac
business is no longer an investment. It is now a burden.
A burden, a liability, whereby you have to be going to left and right, paying people money to make sure that the land belongs to you back. So Afamac Business Development Investment Limited, we have C of O on this property.
Amazing.
That is why I tell you that it is the most strategically located. It is the most affordable with a very good title.
Good title.
So in this axis, if I count 1, 2, 3, you will not get up to 10 properties that have C of O in this location.
Now you are mentioning C of O.
Yes, sir.
Is there any confirmation?
There is confirmation
to show that, any documentation to show our investors that this land is actually safe to buy, that the land is actually titled.
You know, it is somebody that wants to lie will tell you that I have something is in Abuja.
Yes.
I would have brought it. But here there is evidence here.
Yes.
First of all, on our flyer, we have our C of O number.
Confirmable.
Our C of O number on the flyer. Confirmable. It is that is what you are seeing there.
WAS/SL/C70.
God bless you.
Confirmable.
Confirmable. Take it to any.
Are you sure this number is confirmable?
You will see Afamac Business Development Limited own property, Luminous City. You will see it boldly written in wherever you are looking for. You are searching this number from.
So you mean this property has a C of O?
Has a C of O.
And it is strategically located.
Strategically located.
Not on the coastal line.
Not on the coastal line.
And it actually took into consideration the required setback. So it doesn't fall on the coastal road.
From this estate, you will have to take 3 to 5 minutes walk to the coastal road.
Wow.
So if you are taking 3 to 5 minutes walk, that should be nothing less than 100 meter or 200 meter to the Lagos Calabar.
It's like 1 minute's drive. Less than 1 minute's drive.
That is why I say the setback, everything, in case the government wants to increase from 50 meter to 100 meter, we have left all those space for them. Let them do whatever they want to do.
So which means this estate has taken into consideration the required setback.
The required setback. When we acquire, there are some plots and acres we forfeited for the setback.
Just to be on the safe side.
Just to be on the safe side.
Amazing.
Just to be on the safe side.
Amazing.
Because when you want to do something, you have to do it right. When some people want to keep their money in your trust, you have to make sure that whenever they come for it, you can easily tell them that this is it. And that is where trust comes in. And when trust comes in, anytime, any day, these people will recommend you. These people will come for you, will do business with you, will become family, because trust actually brings people together to make them family.
And also, we have mentioned this is the C of O file number.
Yes.
But some investors will say, that is sweet mouth. We need documents to show us that this land is actually titled. Is there any documentation you can show?
1 minute, let me get it in the car. So that is why I see we have our, first of all, I will start with the registered survey.
Okay.
Mr. Collins, this is the photocopy of the registered survey.
Okay.
Because if you have a C of O land, where is your registered survey?
You must have a registered survey.
That is number 1. Number 2, this
captures the boundary of the land.
Yes. This is the receipt for all the documentation payments that has been done.
Payment receipt.
Yes.
Through the company's name.
This is the receipt.
Okay.
Of all the documentation process, of all the money being paid to the state government.
Wow, this is serious money.
For the C of O on this property. And this one is our application letter.
This is the invoice.
Yes, that actually stated that we, actually wrote to the state government for the CFO of this property.
I've seen it. I told them.
Yes, these are all the documents. So if any client comes and they want to see, we are always open. You
the
can
CFO
see.
number is even here.
Yes.
Good. Correct. So which other document is that?
No, this is just
Okay. Thank you. This is commendable.
Thank you, Mr. Collins.
It's commendable.
It is because of few people that we must do better. We must do the right thing. We must do right by our investor, because this money are not easily come. You cannot.
It's not easy
because
now.
we have friends
people in diaspora
work a lot of
hours,
them. Some in the
most of them
summer.
The reason why they are working there so that they can have investment
back
and at the end of the day, they toil day and night looking for money. And when they sell the money here, the property is nowhere to be found. It's so painful. It's so painful. That's why I had to make sure that whatever we're pushing out to people in diaspora, even people in Nigeria, to be sure that the property is safe, secured, and profitable. Profitable is the key word.
Yes.
Now, you have mentioned the title of the land. You mentioned the location. In your own projection, what do you think that investors should be looking at in terms of returns on investment? What returns on investment investors should be looking at in the next 1-2 years?
This is the projection. From today to the next 12 months, I can tell you categorically that there will be nothing less than 300 return on investment.
100%.
300 return on investment for anybody that is subscribing within this time that we have now. Okay, this is we're in the month of July. So by 2024 July, whatever you are buying this property now, if you are buying this property for 1 naira, you can be rest assured that this property will be 3 naira by then. So that is to show you that maximum of 500% return on investment and minimum of 300 return on investment.
And because of this coastal road,
yes,
it means that the returns on the investment will even get higher.
That's
it's not something that will be fixed.
No,
because as the construction goes on, and when the construction is fully completed, it means this place will be an oil well.
It will be a bomb.
It will be an oil well.
So that is in just 1 year. So if you can get 300% return on investment in just a year, just imagine how many you will get in 5 years.
When you even begin to,
by that time, this place will have
to get that value.
Yes,
there'll be so much money.
So return on investment on this property is 100% guarantee. You will get it. You will definitely get your return on investment.
I'm convinced. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Collins.
Also, I'd like to know, does this land comes with commercial plots, corner piece plots? Because some people would not just want to buy residential plots.
Sure.
They also want commercial plots and they also want corner piece plots.
Definitely.
Does this estate captures both commercial and residential plots?
Yes, this is a 37 acres
of land
estate. We have massive land facing the major road. So definitely we have commercial plots. And there is no way you will not have corner piece plots in the estate, because there are some plots that will be facing 2 major road within the estate. That is the corner piece plot. So we have commercial plots, corner piece plots, and residential plots. Those are the 3 categories of plots.
Beautiful.
That is available.
Now, before I go into what the price of the land is, because I know a lot of our investors will want to know what the price of this land is, because you've mentioned so much value, you've mentioned so much benefits, you've told us that this land is strategically located, and I've seen it with my eyes. I saw Dangote Refinery, I saw Campagne Tropicana, I saw the coastal road that has been done all the way from Folise, all the way from Igbogun, passes through this axis. So I've seen all these things you have mentioned. You understand? So I've seen all that you mentioned. Too many benefits.
That's true.
But before I mention, or before I ask you what the price of the land is, I'd like to know what investors would get when they buy this land. What documentation are they expecting? If I pay for this land, what document is the company going to hand over to me as a land buyer on this estate?
Thank you, Mr. Collins. You know, one of the products or goods that you buy and you cannot take it home, land is one of them. You pay for it, but you cannot take it home. So what makes it yours is the documentation processes. So when you complete payment for this land, you are getting a receipt. You are getting a letter of acknowledgement. You are getting a contract of sale. You are getting a deed of assignment. And the deed of assignment, what it does is it legally transfers the ownership of the land from the seller
to the buyer.
And lastly, you are getting a survey on this land.
A registered survey, not provisional.
On this land.
Registered survey.
Yes.
Amazing.
on this land.
Amazing.
So these are the things that you are going to get.
Are they going to get any form of letter of allocation?
Yes.
Okay.
On the day of allocation, when you are being allocated, you will get a letter of allocation
showing that
you
have been allocated to Mr. XYZ.
Block plot.
Have been allocated to Mr. XYZ or Mrs. XYZ.
God bless you. So
Amazing.
Tomorrow, when you have been allocated to block K and you come back, you will not be taken to block M. The letter of allocation, this is what you
integrity.
So all those things, you have to be transparent when dealing with people. So these are the things that you have to put in place to make sure that this transparency, everybody is seeing what is happening. There's no any hidden agenda from anybody to anybody.
And also, I have a question to ask. You did mention that when investors subscribe to this estate,
yes,
they get receipt of payments, they get acknowledgement letter, they get contract of sale, they get deed of assignment, they get registered survey and letter of allocation.
Yes.
Now, it doesn't just end there.
It doesn't.
There are lots of developers that will draft a contract of sale. There are lots of developers that will draft a deed of assignment that shows transfer of ownership from the seller to the buyer.
Yeah.
Those deed of assignment, the contract of sale, does not contain a particular content which is very vital in real estate, which is indemnity clause.
Okay.
So most contract of sale is empty. Most deed of assignment is empty. Now, if an investor subscribes to this estate, are you telling me that your contract of sale, that your deed of assignment contains indemnity clause?
Thank you, Mr. Collins. It's like when all the things that you have, somebody is asking you. It's just like when you enter an Igbo man shop and you ask him, you have this, do you have this, do you have this, and he's smiling. You know what he's calculating? He knows that this is my customer already because he knows he has all those things. Okay, there is a section in our contract of sales and deed of assignment which is indemnity clause
that captures it.
Yes, I will paraphrase what is there. That in a case whereby something happened tomorrow to the land, how does the client or the buyer get compensated?
Good.
And as such, it's still under the clause that the estate will reallocate you to another of our estate that is within the same geographical region.
Good.
Which means you cannot, if anything happens, your money cannot lose, your investment for
so it means
cannot lose.
Even if the company does not have another land that is within the same geographical region, the clients or the investor will get their funds back.
Definitely.
Good.
Definitely. That is how it is stated.
Without any deduction.
In a case
any deduction.
In a case whereby there is no any land within the same geographical location of the client's choice.
Yes.
Now you can show the client those ones that you have around,
but not his choice.
It's not his choice. You will be compensated. You will be refunded 100%.
Now, when you say compensation, will it be of the same current market value? It's not I bought land 500,000. After 10 years, you not give me land. You not give me 500,000.
Definitely.
Will it be the current market value?
Definitely. Good. Because I kept, if you borrow bank 500,000 5 years ago, and there's interest rate keep accruing. Good. In 10 years time, when you want to collect your money, you are not collecting that 500,000 naira.
Good.
So that is why the company will be paying you back. You'll be compensating in the current price, current market value of that particular property.
Good. So I also want to confirm.
Okay.
So are you saying that after all this documentation you have mentioned so far, are you saying that when investors subscribe to this estate, their allocation is instant? Is the allocation at Luminous City instant allocation?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Collins. We have done several batches of allocation here.
Okay.
And I think the one that stayed a bit longer was the one we did 3 weeks after the person made the payment. And the reason for it is because we have that was the time we have some festive period that keeps the person wasn't available. The person was even available, but where we are doing our survey, they keep closing office at the interval because of public holiday.
Government work.
Yeah. So that is the only time it's spread like 3 weeks before we do our allocation. Our allocation instantly. Maximum in 2 weeks time, your survey, your deed, everything is ready, and we will be the one. Please, your land is ready. Come on, be allocated. Let us show you your land. Because when we show you your land and you find out that this is your land, you will tell a friend.
Because it's very key. Because so many people have bought land, have not gotten allocated. So many estates, so many people are crying that they bought their land, they've not allocation.
We do.
So I'm super excited. This is instant allocation.
Thank you, Mr. Collins.
I'm super excited.
Thank you.
I'm happy.
Thank you, Mr.
with all you have said.
Thank you, Mr. Collins.
All the proofs you have given to me.
Thank you, Mr.
That this property is safe, secured, and profitable. The land is completely dry. I've looked at it, the land is completely dry. And you have guaranteed the investor that this land is completely dry. 100%
100%.
dry land. And if it's otherwise, what happens?
This is what I will tell you. You hold us by our words.
Good.
Hold us by our word. You said this land is 100% dry, but what I'm seeing is not 100%. You hold us by our word.
Good, good. I'm super excited. I'm happy that this property is 100% dry.
Thank you, Mr.
It has a
Collins.
good title, strategically located. Now, and also know that it has commercial plots, corner piece plot available. Our investors would like to know, in what square meter is this property sold? What are the square meters? Is this sold 500? What are the square meters? Please give investors more details about the square
We
meter.
have 3 categories of the land measurement.
Okay.
We have 300 square meters,
Which is half plot.
half plot.
Okay.
We have 500 square meter,
Which is the full plot.
which is the full plot.
Okay.
And we have 1,000 square meters for commercial plots.
Good. Good.
Yes,
good.
our commercial plots are 1,000 square meter upward
and above. Okay,
yes.
That's about 2 plots.
Yes.
Good, 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 good. That's a good one. And also, I'd like to ask now, before I ask what the price is, because I want you to give us value. If you look at this question, I asked you, why would you recommend this investment to investors? So I asked that question. So that is why I want to keep the price aside and then tell us the value. You understand? Because we need to know the value of what we are getting before we put our money into this investment. You understand? So thank you for the knowledge and the details you have given to us as regarding Luminous City Estate. I'd like to ask.
Thank you, Mr. Collins.
I'd like to ask. So many investors might be interested in this property, and they would like to know if there are installment plan available. So what are the installment plan available, so that when they're buying this land, they don't have to break the bank to buy this property?
Yes, our mantra is actually affordable.
Yes.
There are some people like my MD, some of his friends call him affordable homes. Affordable homes.
Affordable.
Because his mantra is everybody
must own a property.
That is it. So you can start. Our outright payment is 3 months. You can do 6-month payment plan. You can do 9-month payment plan, as well as 12 months payment plan.
So it means you can spread this payment up to a year.
Yes.
Beautiful. Amazing. Amazing. So which means with this property, even if you are starting real estate for the first time, if you are buying property for the first time, you can actually afford it, because you have that period of time, that time to spread it for over a year. That is beautiful.
Thank you.
That's a beautiful.
Thank you.
That's a beautiful. So I'd like to ask again, how much is Luminous City Estate? I understand it's sold in 300 square meters and 500 square meters. How much is the property sold?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Collins. When I said it's affordable, it's one of the most affordable property. In this axis, you will know that I'm not lying. Our 300 square meter for the land alone is selling for 1.8 million naira.
For 300 square meter?
Yes, for a property that is strategically located.
And C of O.
C of O, and all this development around it. 300 square meter.
1.8.
1.8.
For 300 square meter.
For 300 square meter.
C of O.
Yes. That is to show you that you have no excuse whatsoever.
Very cheap.
Not to own Luminous City.
Luminous City.
Our 500 square meter is 2.3 million naira for the land.
2.3 for 500 square meter.
3 million naira for the land. So all inclusive for our 300 square meter, will be 2.5 million naira, because our
700 for other charges,
which is the survey, the deed, and development.
Good.
700.
Okay.
So that makes it 2.5 for 300 square meter and 3 million naira for 500 square meter.
Which means 2.3 plus 700 for other charges.
God bless you.
Deed, survey, and developmental fee. Wow. This property is pretty much affordable.
It is. And it will only stay like this for some period of time. Just like, you know, when we met in the office, you said, I told you that this property, the price is about to go up. And you said, no, you have to share this news with your people. And so, and that is why we are here.
Exactly. I'm super excited.
Thank you, Mr. Collins.
This property comes with a CFO, and the property is very much affordable. And it is not too far, just less than 1 minute.
1 minute to drive to Coastal Road,
Lagos Calabar Coastal Super Highway construction.
Yes.
This property is
and just 15 to 18 minutes to the.
And it comes with a CFO. So even if the government decides, say, no, I want to enter here, government is going to pay you.
They will pay you. And you know one thing that government likes to avoid? They don't like going to they will do everything to make sure they avoid any property that has CFO, because they know that they have to pay through their nose, because the person that has the property has the building power. You have the cutlass, it is in your hand, you can do as you like. They have to pay or they leave your land.
I'm happy that this property has a title.
Thank you.
Strategically located, and the property is a dry land. You don't need any pile foundation. And I noticed that the property has been fenced.
Yes.
The entirety of the estate has been fenced.
Yes.
The entirety of the estate has been fenced. Look at fence. Tied, the entirety has been fenced, which means you have captured the boundary of this property. So this is what we call safe, secure, and profitable real estate investment.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Thank
Jamiu.
you, Mr. Collins.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm super excited and I'm happy to be here today.
Thank you.
I'm happy that you're sharing this news to investors who are interested in buying property along this axis. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Collins.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Investors, you have heard it all. This property, like I said, comes with a title, CFO. And the CFO number is confirmable. You can see WASSL/C70. You can see the CFO number. It is confirmable, strategically located, just less than 1 minute's walk to the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway construction, less than 15 to 18 minutes drive to the Dangote Refinery. You know what that means. Dangote Refinery is going to employ over 100,000. It means that having a property within this location, even if you don't have to live here, having a property on this location is enough to give you financial freedom. It's enough. In fact, this is a gold mine. A property close to Dangote Refinery is going to employ over 100,000 people that will fill up a local government. And those people working here are going to come with their family as well. Imagine they can't be coming that distance. Maybe they're living on the mainland, working at Dangote Refinery, they won't be able to afford that distance. They want to live close by. They want to live within this area. So if you have a property here, you invest here, you buy a property, you build, it's a property that's going to give you a huge return on investment, huge rental income, because people they're going to rent this property, live here, going to Dangote Refinery. In fact, there will be massive rush on people wanting a place to stay. So key into this property is one of the best real estate decisions you will make this year. Key into this property, less than 10 minutes drive to the Campagne Tropicana Beach Resort. Also less than 15 minutes drive to the Lekki Deep Seaport. Lekki Deep Seaport is also going to employ over 50,000. It is also close to the Lekki Free Trade Zone. This is one of the best real estate investment deal here in Ibeju-Lekki, just close to the Lagos Calabar Coastal Road that's going to connect Ogun State. This part shares boundary with the Ogun State. So this is the part where the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway construction connects Ogun State. So this is one of the best real estate investments. If you snooze, you would miss out. If you snooze, you would miss out. Offers don't last forever. Offers don't last forever. Perimeter fence have been done on this estate. The developer have captured the boundary of this estate. It shows that this land you are buying is secured. This land is safe, secured, and profitable real estate investment. This is the best time to subscribe to this estate. If you snooze, you'd miss out. Stop playing. Stop playing and start calling. Stop playing and start calling. I'll expect your call. Thank you. God bless you.